Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while, but it's okay. So what I will be talking today about is normal skins. Okay, I'm really trying to get the skin typing series kind of out of the way so I can get into the more interesting subjects. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, now when it comes to normal skins, I just want to let you guys know that there's not really that many people like walking around with true normal skins. Okay, and I'll explain that to you in a little while. But I just want to start off by actually saying that, and characteristics of a normal skin would be that there is an even oil distribution throughout the face. It is, the oil is just evenly distributed throughout the skin. Okay, it's not split like a combination skin, meaning, an oily T-zone and drier cheeks, and it does not overly react to external factors or products. Okay, also it does not excessively break out. So with a normal skin, also there tends to be a balance between the oil and water on the skin. All right, and it does tend to fluctuate sometimes. Like sometimes it might be a little oilier, sometimes it might be a little drier, depending on the climate that you're in. And ladies, for you ladies, obviously, not for the males. It also depends on, if you're in that time of the month, okay, because there's a lot of more testosterone going on in your body that does stimulate the oil gland production. So sometimes when you are going to get your period, or that week before you get your period, usually you tend to become a little bit more oilier, which can turn into some breakouts. But usually the fluctuation and the breakouts, it's not excessive, so it's controllable. All right. Now, with a normal skin, there is perfect hydration, muscle tone, and resilience produced by the moisture in your skin, and also the adipose tissue. Now, for those of you guys who do not know what an adipose tissue is, an adipose tissue, its job or its main function is to give the body an insulation. It's the fat tissue. It's the fat layer right underneath the dermis. Okay, and that fat or the adipose tissue actually gives your skin smoothness and contour. Okay. Now, also, a normal skin type a normal skin has a strong biological activity down in the basal layers, or the stratum germinativum. If you guys don't know what that is, go back into the layers of the skin. I talked about all that in that video. But there is there is a strong biological activity going on at the basal layer, meaning that your cells are dividing and reproducing and shedding at a normal rate. Okay, the blood circulation is active, meaning that there's nourishment coming in to your skin, and toxins being driven away from your skin, and that's all in your blood circulation. That's all happening simultaneously. And also the metabolism is balanced. Okay, so everything's working harmoniously in your body, and it's going to show on your skin by being supple. Normal skin is dewy. It has a healthy glow. It has a healthy color. It's plump. Okay, and also the stratum corneum, which is the surface, this very skin that you're looking at, it has a very fine texture, and there are no visible wrinkles, no lines, and no open pores. All right. Now, the best example of a normal skin would be that of a child. Okay, like a true normal skin will be that of a child from birth till about puberty. Okay, so really, there's not that many adults walking around with a true normal skin. But I do have to point out that oil production that's more of a normal level, or oil secretion that is on more of a normal rate, you will also see on an individual who once had oily skin. Okay, and as you age, your oil production does start to slow down, as with the metabolism and as with everything else. So you'll come to a point that if you were oily, in your younger years, maybe 20s and 30s, maybe in your 40s and 50s and beyond, you'll have more of a normal skin. The oil secretion has normalized. But this case varies from that of a normal skin on a youth, meaning that there is no strong biological activity at the basal layer, meaning that your cells are not reproducing as fast as they were in your youth, okay? And they're not shedding as fast as they were in your younger years, okay? Also, in most cases too, the suppleness and the color on the skin have deteriorated, okay? On a person or an individual who did have oily skin in the past would have more of the enlarged pores because of this excessive oil production, okay? Your pores have already been stretched out. So once the pores have been stretched out on your skin, they do not shrink. I mean, you can give an illusion of smaller pores by taking, good care of your skin and using masks and, using different things that will kind of give you an illusion of smaller pores, but honestly, they don't shrink. They don't go back to their normal state. And the color deterioration is due to, having uneven pigmentation from, years of being maybe out in the sun unprotected, using skincare products that were too harsh at one point, and things of that nature. So it does vary from a true normal skin of a child. Also, aging. Aging is the primary factor that deteriorates a normal skin type. Also, insufficient water intake, an improper diet, food that has been devoid of the enzymes, the nutrients, and the vitamins that are needed, okay, for a cell. Those components are needed for the nourishment of the cell to be able to reproduce and have that that reproduction and the regrowth of healthy cells. All right, so if you're not eating right and if you're not drinking enough water and all that stuff, then your cells are not up to par. All right, so that is one way that the skin, the aging process takes place. It's not just the aging, but it's also how you take care of your skin. Also, improper skin care. Again, harsh cleansers, scrubs, also the climate and then the environment, the deterioration of a normal skin. Also, there is sun exposure and exposure to the elements without the proper sunscreen or protection. It's going to age, dry out, and dehydrate your skin. So all these factors contribute to how a normal skin who once was supple and moist and dewy can end up being not being as great as. So again, there's not that many adults walking around with a true normal skin, but if you're a tween or you're in your teens and you feel like everything I just said right now, all the characteristics of a normal skin, if you feel like, hey, I have normal skin, then what you need is maintenance and not much else. I mean, definite cleanser, daytime moisturizer, a nighttime, nourishing cream, definitely a hydrating mask, and exfoliants on a regular basis. You should be able to upkeep this skin type. So in my next video, I'm going to get into how to, take care of the skin and maintain its healthy state and, some product recommendations. Okay, so follow me on over to the next video.